Do you think AI could really handle storytelling?
If I'll be honest,
Yes, I want you to be very honest.
the answer is no. AI is growing way faster than us, but if anything, I'm proud of the most is that I rather be able to grow at my own pace. In our generation, this came in. The generation now, they're born into it. It's a different dynamic with technology and social media. This generation is born into AI, into social media, into excessive content absorption.
Assalamu alaikum. Hi, this is Rais Abdullah from مختلف podcast Bokra. We hosted this super genius guy. He walked us through many things: AI, filmmaking, and storytelling. All of this been driven into the vision of 2030 and the story of it, the history of it, and how it started, and all of that. I hope you enjoy the show. Uh, Good luck. Assalamu alaikum, Ahsan,
Alaikum salam.
and welcome here.
Thank you.
So, when I see you, Mr. Hassan, I think of a lot of things, mashallah. You're doing AI for filmmaking, and you're doing production company. You're a co-founder, right?
Yes.
Mashallah. The company name is Sukun.
No, Elham Productions.
Elham Production.
Yeah, Sukun is the Saudi film made under the production company.
So that's a sister company.
No, Sukun's a film.
We will go we will speak about Sukun. So
Yeah.
let's start with Ilham. So Ilham is an inspiration, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly where it came from.
So is that from AI or from
No, that's
from your
completely the human
creativity?
brain.
Huh?
Completely the human brain.
Okay. Can you walk us through the idea? How did you develop to do Ilham, and walk us through the steps, the obstacles, and then we will go with the flow, and then we can see what's your creativity gonna take us to.
Well, Ilham, honestly, the word inspiration for us, it means a lot because of the fact that it all came from the same line that we are creatives at the end. We are, of course, I'm a filmmaker, I'm a writer, um, and being in this field, you tend to always think out of the box in every situation you observe. And then what happens is, there's the technology part of things.
Yes.
Media production, particularly filmmaking, involves both. Involves creativity, involves technology coming together to create cinema.
Okay.
So for me, the whole line was innovation plus creativity. It's the technology side, it's the creativity that has to merge together in order to create a company like Ilham. And that's where it all stemmed on one table. A very garage story like Apple or like Amazon with, these humble beginnings where it's all on one table with on one laptop with nothing in one room. And then it just stems from there, grows and grows to the point just, you look back and you're like, this has been a journey. So far in the journey is a long way ahead as well.
Since we're talking about a journey, I want you to start where you're from. What's your background? What's your name? What's your age? Uh, uh, like share us like whatever you feel comfortable sharing.
Okay.
And then from this journey,
Yeah.
maybe by the steps you can tell us some stories, and then I think we will end up in a good point to continue the journey of Ilham.
Well, my name's Ahsan Minhas.
Nice to meet you, Yasin.
Nice to meet you too. So, I'm basically I've been here for 24 years. I'm from Pakistan. I came when my father. I remember he got a job. I was 6 years old. But before that, in the UAE, and pretty much I've lived all my life in the Middle East. and mostly all in Saudi for the last, now it's been about 23 plus years, reaching 24 years. And yeah, it's,
How did you still keep your skin white?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I think it's my mother's
Tell us
blood.
the truth.
It's my mother. It's the
Oh, yeah, maybe
inheritance.
you're indoor all the time.
Yeah, I look. I love being in front of a laptop. I love being in front of a keyboard typing. So trust me, if I'm white, it's because probably I sit inside way too much.
Okay. So what's your major?
Yeah. So basically, I studied in three qualifications.
Okay.
After I studied here in Manarat Riyadh, I left.
Is that an international school?
Yeah, Manarat Riyadh.
Okay.
And once I did
Because I remember there is a Pakistani international school.
I studied there as well.
Because my father works in the public security, Alam.
Yeah.
It was in front of the Pakistani international school.
Yeah, so there is an English section, there is a Urdu section.
Yeah.
So I studied in the international English section that had
Okay.
IGCSE, O levels,
Okay.
A levels. From there, but then I did my A levels in Manarat. I left, and from there, once everything was done concerning that 12 years of my education here, I left for the UK, and I did my bachelor's in business information technology. And after that, then
Is that MIS?
BIS.
BIS. Okay.
BIS, Business Information Systems, Business Information Technology, same thing.
Okay.
And basically, after I finished that, I worked in London, got that international experience, that international exposure, working in a practical setting, in a tense setting. And of course, after, getting that exposure, I came back to Saudi. I did a job, my first job after education, you could say in Saudi, was just a digital marketing associate. Um, Pretty corporate. And then one day I just decided I don't want to live this life. I resigned.
Why?
Did not tell my parents.
Why you decided that?
I mean, at the end, isn't that the story of every creative around this world? Somewhere where you're fighting within yourself. There is a film in Indian cinema in Bollywood that's called Tamasha. The people who know about this film knows what it means to them. It was a film about a person who was working a 9 to 5, typical, highly educated and highly successful from a income perspective, and stable in life is what we call stability. But then if one is not stable internally, then how long can you really play that role in society until you give up and you say, you know what, I'm going to be who I am.
So you give up. You give
No,
up
I gave up from that
after
life. Yeah.
college,
I gave
right?
up from that life of
Okay.
being something I'm not, and I ended up pursuing my dream as in media production and filmmaking, as a director, as a producer, as a writer.
So which came first?
The
AI or filmmaking?
AI did not even exist at that time.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
this is
it's,
me back in finishing graduation and bachelor's at 2016.
2016.
Yeah. And
Okay.
and I'm 32 at this. 30, reaching 32. I'm 31
that
at
time?
this point. No, now.
Okay, good.
Reaching 32 now. But yeah, after my graduation and bachelor's, then I was doing a job here, and then I left. I resigned. Didn't tell my parents, and then I got an opportunity to study at New York Film Academy.
Study
And
what?
New York Film Academy.
New York Film Academy.
Yeah,
Okay.
filmmaking.
Mashallah.
And it was a short
So,
course.
you picked up from there.
Yeah, from there I really explored like myself professionally in filmmaking. Before that, I was doing a lot of these indie film groups in the UK. I was working with them as someone who would pick up a cable, someone who would set up lights. That is where I kind of explored to get practical experience, but professionally educating myself into it on a good level. That was what New York gave me. And New York Film Academy's environment and their study really, I think, gave me that professional perspective to what I was doing. Yeah.
So, let me go back to the little practice you have done in India.
Mm.
So, did that help you in terms of building up experiences,
Where?
or in the you said you're doing some Indian short movies or something
No,
like
no,
that.
Pakistani.
Pakistani?
Pakistani. Always a difference. Everyone confuses that.
I don't see the difference
I
between
know, I know.
Indian and, because
95% of
when I
people
go to
don't.
Indian restaurant or
Yeah,
Pakistani
yeah.
restaurant,
No
it's
one,
all
no one knows
tastes
the
the same to
difference.
me.
No one knows the difference, unless you're from Asia. But that's the thing. Like, India, Pakistan. At the end, we're all from the same region. We were a same region
Same music, same
before
dances.
the British said goodbye. We were one. We were one society, one community, and difference of religion, was there, but everyone were living, to be honest, somewhat in peace. And then the British left, and then we all were like, okay, now what do we do?
Let's not go
Let's
politics.
not really go
Yeah, let's
there.
not go politics,
Yeah.
because um I have a sense of humor, so I
Oh yeah,
don't.
yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
don't want that much ammo.
I
You
don't want.
don't want
Yeah,
that
yeah. I don't
much
want that much of
ingredients.
ingredients. Exactly. Let's keep our
Yeah,
dish or meal
yeah, yeah,
with the
yeah.
same
On the main
ingredients.
course.
Yeah,
On the
exactly,
main course.
exactly. So you said New York, right?
Yeah.
So usually, if you go to filming schools there,
Hmm.
you will have some specialty.
Yes.
For example, you're a director, you're a producer,
Yes.
you
Yes.
work with lights, you work with
Exactly.
sound. Like, like walk us through college life. Like what
Mm.
you did. How did you like this? How did you not
Uh,
like that? So I want to see your background of you're like in school, and then I will see how it's.
it grew up to this point.
Yeah, I grew up to this point because you did really good, but I want to go back to the
Yeah,
tail.
yeah, yeah. Look, I started as a video editor, making videos of my home in Saudi while I was still in school.
Why YouTube things, you mean?
No, YouTube was not even a thing at that point.
So what do you mean by making a video?
Like
Sitting
making
in
videos on my
of
small,
yourself?
uh, literally the home furniture. This starting off being
Unboxing, you
curious,
mean?
huh?
Unboxing?
Yeah, yeah, that kind of stuff. Just
Okay.
products, whatever I got, this
So you're
kind
a
of stuff.
blogger,
Yeah, yeah, in a
kind of
way.
a blogger,
In a
right?
way. It started
Okay.
with the curiosity of capturing stuff with the camera.
Okay. And
And
then
it was I remember a 5800 Nokia Express Music with a
58.
3.2 megapixel Carl Zeiss lens. And it had a red outline, and was resistive touch screen. This is when it was early days of smartphones, and that was the phone I had for the first time. And I started just playing around with the video side and started trimming it on the phone. And I got more curious. The curiosity then led me to be like, okay, how can I capture? Then I
Did you
loved
hack the
watching
phone?
movies. Hmm?
Did you hack the phone?
No, no, no.
No?
I didn't have an iPhone.
Then you're not
I was
Indian,
not
for
in
sure.
a Cydia territory in jailbreak mode in iPhone. I didn't have an
No,
iPhone at
no,
that
no,
time.
no. Okay. So you started doing videos before you went to New York, right?
Yeah, way before.
So that's
This is
how it
school days.
started.
Yeah, this is all school days of
Okay.
curiosity with the camera.
Let's start with the New York. New York, your experience, like when you
Oh,
joined the school freshman year. Like
yeah.
how did you
I
uh,
already had
like when you went
made.
to like a registration office,
Yeah.
what did you think of the classes? And then let's go from that.
Well, I'll be honest. Until I got till New York, I had already done 7 films.
You already have done what?
7 films. I already done
7
seven short
films
films. Yeah, 7 short films testing my
in your room?
capability. No, it was with crew, with everything in Saudi, while still cameras were banned outside.
Oh yeah, they used to break them if you walk on
Yes,
them in
and
the
I
streets.
had filmed during that time while everyone were facing that situation, and that was my beginnings here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where do you live in Riyadh before?
I lived in Riyadh all my life,
Where?
very much.
Which neighborhood?
It was mostly Ishbilia.
Oh, I thought you would
Yeah,
say
we.
Shimeshi.
No, no, no,
Shimesi.
no, no. I know you would go there. I know you.
No, no,
No, no. You should have also
because
said Swedi,
no,
Sanaya,
no.
Baka, Hara.
These they don't have anything with video making. Like back in the day, if you want to go buy a movie or if you want to buy
Yeah,
a TV
yeah,
show
yeah,
or if you do anything related to that,
yeah,
you go to Shimesi.
yeah, yeah. There was actually another place in Sulemania. In
Okay.
Sulemania, there was a place called T2 No, T2 was something. It was a video store, DVD store,
Okay.
and that's where we used to get these, pirated films they were selling, and this
Five
and
real,
that.
five
Yeah,
real.
5 real, 5 real, 10 real, 5 real. So I was like, okay, interesting. But I loved movies from the point I ever watched them, even in the cinemas when I was in the UAE. My parents would take me to watch these, of course, at that time, mostly Bollywood films.
Okay.
They were very much ingrained into the Pakistani culture and still are, I would say. And those kind of classic films really, like, it was an interesting experience. But the films that I gravitated towards eventually, that pushed that curiosity, was Hollywood. It was The Godfather. It was The Shining from Stanley Kubrick. It was 2001: Space Odyssey. It was
You like guns?
no, no, no. I'm not a John Wick fan.
How did you like The Godfather?
No, The Godfather was for me. I don't know why. I watched that film at a very young age, hardly understood it, but it made me feel something. It made me feel about the concepts of how would storytelling and writing take this sort of mafia concept and invoke so much emotion about family, about succession, of handing over from the father to the son, and the realities of the family dynamics.
You mean how the film make you focus on something rather than the actual
Yeah.
organized crime and all of this?
Yes, makes you focus on deeper things
Yeah,
than just the surface level that's going on, and that was what I felt. I would feel that filmmaking is really telling societal stories or real stories about real life in a very magical way that makes you forget about your own, but at the same time makes you, it transports you to another life of these characters and the situation, and these tragedies and these emotions. It makes you happy, makes you sad, makes you laugh, makes you cry, makes you angry. And I think that is the power of storytelling, of cinema, of filmmaking. It's human emotions influence on it.
I agree with you. طيب. Uh, it feels like you're more about storytelling than a lot of things in video making.
Yeah.
That's maybe you're inspire this.
Yeah.
So uh, like let's talk about storytelling with your journey in school. How did you, like, let's say you go back to your class and then you finish
Yeah,
your
yeah,
class,
yeah.
and then when you go back home, like you just sit with yourself and then you start.
I
Let's go
was
with all.
I was
Walk
an
us through all this.
I was an interesting kid. I think interesting in the weirdest way possible. I was a guy who would, of course, look like I'm not studying. And then somehow, surprisingly, I would get these A's, and everyone would be like, how's this creative kid who sits in the corner just like thinking in his own head is also, studying actually? Because I wouldn't show anyone I'm studying. I would just do it whenever no one sees me. But I would also be very, very well known for being the guy with the camera. I remember my dad bought this Nikon D3100 photograph camera,
That's
DSLR.
expensive.
DSLR. At that time, yeah, very expensive.
Yeah,
These
that's
cameras
very
were very expensive.
expensive.
Very expensive. We had the Canon.
You can buy a car for this camera money
Trust me.
at that
Yes,
time.
yes, yes. I totally agree. At that time, crazy expensive. And I, I was the guy known for the camera, and everyone would be like, let's call Ahsan. He would take our photos. And at that time, not much of social media or anything. I think at that time, Facebook was just coming up on the radar.
Yeah.
And before that was Messenger,
Yeah,
MSN.
I remember.
Everyone would want their
I
display
think
photo.
we're from the same generation. Maybe
We
I'm
are.
older than you, but
We
we're
are
the same.
millennials.
Yeah, I
And
remember Facebook when you're only allowed to open account. You have a college email.
Yes, yes, yes.
I remember my
yes,
school
yes.
at that time. I put my email in my from my college, and then it gave me access. And all the friends you have is your classmates, and
Yeah.
it was a good
And
idea.
you would avoid your teachers.
Yeah.
You would avoid your
Yeah,
teachers
exactly.
and your family. You would be like, oh, it's my account. But that's the thing. It was all upcoming in our generation. this came in the generation now. They're born into it. It's a different dynamic with technology and social media. This generation is born into AI, into social media, into excessive content absorption, into not knowing where the attention can be diverted and where you could focus and where not in this. And there's always constant brain's engagement into things. So we got introduced to it. We were born in a time of, when dial-up came first, that 500 kbps, and then the phone comes, and then suddenly the downloading
your,
is gone.
your mom is calling
That,
your aunt, and then
yeah, and then
like
that
it
1 hour
resolves the
download of
whole,
a photo
yeah,
just
it resolves
snapped.
the whole thing. Okay.
That happened, and then after that DSL, and then 3G era, 2G era, 4G.
Yeah.
We're in the generation we saw all that evolution.
And good thing you lived in Saudi when Saudi was like actually catching up and following up
Yes,
with the
yes,
technology
I saw that
rapidly
evolution.
more
I
than
experienced
everyone.
it.
Yeah.
And it was, honestly, it was a very eye-opening experience for me internally, because it was helping me kind of figure out what I connected to. All these little changes and big changes and these new things that were coming up, it was able to help me figure out where in the future, when my time will come, when I will be practically actively involved into this work circles, what will I possibly become? um, and it helped me, and it's thanks to my dad, to be honest. He's a computer engineer, so
MashaAllah.
he worked in a pretty high company, and he always introduced all these technologies because he was a guy of the computers. My mother is a creative. I got the best of both worlds, I guess. And
What's your mom doing?
my mom is a historian. She's a history graduate,
So like this from
and she's
you?
a painter.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you're from an artistic family.
artistic slash technological. So you can see the innovation plus creativity happening
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
It really was part of my upbringing, and but it was surprising when my degree was so like my dad's path.
Hmm.
But then what I wanted to do was so much actually a fusion of my upbringing of from both sides of my parents. And I think that is what shaped me. I equally value creativity as much as I equally value operations and technology and technical capabilities and skills. So because I see them as yin and yang, as they are symbiotic to each other. Until if one is weak, the other is weak as well. They both have to coexist.
طيب, you think you're more of your mother personality? I think that's why. I think that's why.
I
Because
think
she's
in
an
certain
artist.
situations, I pick and choose. I have both sides of the judgment perspective on it.
So you think working type, you're your father, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. In my creative time, I'm like
storytelling,
my mom.
creativity, and movies,
Yeah,
you go with your
yeah,
mother.
yeah, 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 yeah. And now
Also,
suddenly it's all of this stuff happening.
so you have two kinds of personality then, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm proud of it.
Which one you admire most?
I always, I don't know why, it depends on the situation, but most of the time nowadays, I can tell you nowadays
Yeah.
that I'm admiring my more technical research side. Although I have a lot of reasons to admire my creative side, since I have two films that, the latest one having gone into the US and Canada for this year's film festivals in Chicago, in DC, in Vancouver, in ISAF, in Chicago South Asian, DC South Asian. So I have a lot of things to admire from my creative side that it has given me. I made a Saudi film called Sukun, which was premiered at the Saudi Film Festival.
Sukun.
Yeah, I was
So
the
you're the
only.
producer
I was the producer,
or
director,
director?
writer, editor. I was four
You're everything.
positions. No, 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 not everything. It takes a
Uh-huh.
lot more to make a film, but main positions, yes. And making a Saudi film was a great journey for me in Saudi. I knew I would one day do it, and that is another huge thing because I was, of course, being a Pakistani, it's something that it's a proud moment for me
I don't
that
think you're
where.
Pakistani, man. You keep saying Pakistani, Pakistani. I don't buy it. Okay,
Uh,
you have been here 24 years. That's enough to make you at least look like a Saudi or talk
بعدين
like
نكلم
a.
شوي عربي ها.
No, ما في شوية.
ما في شوي.
If, if two of your friends start speaking Saudi
Yeah,
next to you, you will understand every single sentence, right?
yeah,
You will
yeah.
know they're like.
I understand more than I speak confidently.
Then I don't care about how you speak it.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you understand it, then you're one of it,
yeah.
right?
I mean, I think that kind of helped me be confident to make a Saudi film. And
To make what?
a Saudi film
Saudi
in
film.
Arabic, Saudi characters, in Saudi Arabia. And we did it with the team, and I thank everyone for that film, because that is what kind of gave me the confidence that whatever I am aiming in my life to do here, I could do something that can have an impact in this country. And I was surprised when it was premiered at the Saudi Film Festival. It went to win the Best Middle East Award in the UAE at the Sharjah International Film
MashaAllah.
Festival. I represented Saudi in on that stage. And when Arab News wrote that article, I was like very surprised about, it feels like, a place you call home
Mhm.
is finally like accepting that yes, you are home, and this is what you've done for your home. So living in a place for so long, it does that to you. You feel emotional when you get that credit after all the years you've spent, everything you've done here.
Okay, so you talked about the movie Sukun, right?
Yeah.
So this Sukun is most of it got produced by the company. You are a co-founder of.
Actually, I produced it before even the company got made, and then we brought it into Ilham, since it was my IP, and I was the main executive producer for the film. Most of my finances were in the film, so I just when Ilham got co-founded with me and Omar, great guy by the way, you should meet him someday.
Umar?
Yeah.
We'll talk about Umar later,
Yeah,
okay?
but yeah, like when Ilham got founded, Sukun automatically came under Ilham. So this truly was
So
something
Sukun is
yeah.
the beginning, or Ilham is the beginning?
Ilham came after. Sukun was
Is
really
it like it came with? Like you saw so much spendings and things like that, and he's like, I will make a production company.
no. I guess I always had the dream of making a production company. It's just that the film happened before and gave me a confidence that I needed actually to take those risks, to take those steps, to take get out of a comfort zone of a comfortable life, stable job, this, leave all that. Just like I did when I went to New York Film Academy, do that
Yeah.
again, but for bigger reasons, for even bigger reasons. And it was about, now is the time to truly do something that has real impact when it comes to other people's lives, in terms of either jobs, in terms of either the work that we could do in Saudi's media industry, the kind of perspectives we can bring that merges culture of Saudi and the traditions of Saudi, and knowing how the people think and the people absorb content and stories, and then merge it with international standards that I had been educated in and trained in. And I think that is where Saudi's future is going. A lot of international companies and a lot of international people are coming from abroad to take part of Vision 2030's journey.
Yeah.
And this is where, in this journey,
I think
you're going to see more people like me.
Yeah, I think the 2030 is like the idea of the apple pie. Everyone want to bite this apple,
Yes.
just like New York.
Yes, until it becomes a logo, and it
Yeah.
is. And it's a logo that is being backed by the whole country. It is a logo being backed with ambition, with passion, with pride, with an ideology that is unifying. It's looking towards, it's looking ahead.
MashaAllah.
And that's something that's amazing to see.
I love
Amazing
your
to see.
energy about the Vision 2030. طيب, you know that the vision more about video making
Yeah.
and
The arts, the AI,
yeah.
filmmaking.
So, what did you prepare Ilham for that?
So, I mean, I'll tell you the kind of ethos of Elham Productions, Ilham and Taj.
Elham and Taj.
Aywa.
Okay.
Um, with Ilham,
You will have subtitles, don't
oh, we'll
worry.
have subtitles.
Yeah, we'll have subtitles.
But with Ilham, it is not just a typical production company. It becomes a client's creative partner. Um, it is an AI media company. It is not just a typical production company. AI
AI.
is a huge part of this company's founding. It is a huge part of its foundation. It is a huge part of basically not only streamlining but outputting at a certain level that startups honestly they need in order to grow that fast. And without that, I think we wouldn't be able to do the things we've done at this rate, this speed. And that's why I'm very proud to call it an AI media production company. We are as much focused about the future as much as we, pick up a camera and shoot.
Speaking of AI, okay. Do you think AI could really handle storytelling?
I, if I'll be honest,
Yes, I want you to be very honest.
the answer is no. It's
See,
very bad at
because
it.
you have emotions, right?
Yeah, it's
How
yes.
AI feels the emotions,
I'll give it to you in a comparison. We're human beings
right?
and we have hands that can touch.
Yes,
We have eyes that can see, ears that can hear, this that we can talk with.
and then you put all this combination and put it in one like head, so
Yeah,
you will
that
come up
can
with a storytelling.
think uh, based on a surprising situation. And the fact that what makes humans always unique, no matter how much data input you would do in AI in order to escalate its brain to a point of how many parameters, doesn't matter. What matters is the human experience of the world in real time, the absorption of experiences, the feeling, whether it's right or wrong, whether it's logically right or wrong or whatever, or ethically or whatever. Humans are imperfect. It's the imperfections that create those experiences that we learn from. But we live in the real world to absorb. In order to do that, we do an action here, whether it goes in our favor or doesn't, that depends. But we learn. And AI's biggest limitation is it can't touch things yet. It cannot listen exactly to you in real time of your all your little nuances and know exactly what is the intent behind it or what you mean or every single word's weight. It doesn't have those senses yet. There is a sensor limitation to AI right now
Uh,
that's going to always hinder it. And storytelling requires all your senses.
then how did AI help your product?
So when it comes to the workspace
Okay,
and in the corporate world, I
okay.
mean, many people who would watch this know either they're company owners, startup founders, Fortune 500 company CEOs, or managing directors, whoever it is in the big corporate world. Um, they would know that the corporate world thrives when it's predictable in terms of things work in a pattern, things work in a pipeline, a workflow. They work in an algorithm, a step by step process, one, two, three, four on a paper, and everyone follows it, and everyone replicates it, and everyone cycles it back again. The corporate world runs on this structure ever since it's existed. So that's where AI is great at because it can analyze those patterns. Every single thing that has a pattern, has a workflow, has a one, two, three step,
So anything
it can just
has
copy it.
so anything has 101 or
Yes.
1 plus 1.
Or 1 plus 1 minus 2, 3 times to the square root of whatever.
This will work for its AI.
Of course, because it has ingested all those patterns.
Even writings.
That's the thing. Predictability of words, predictability of what you're trying to say. AI works on a word based prediction pattern. But nowadays that we've seen these thinking models, like we see ChatGPT 5 now that came out, we see Gemini 2.5 Pro, Claude, Sonnet 4, like all these multitude of AI models are coming and they're competing with each other. And these thinking models are getting more and more like they're telling you what they're thinking in a long chain. Um, But honestly, in the back, it's all about figuring out the word prediction. Now, the thing is that all these AI companies say otherwise. They say, no, there is no word prediction. It's actually thinking. But there's a lot of debate about that. I've seen researches where uh, I've seen a product like Alpha Evolve from Google that is in their DeepMind research, department, that is doing everything that is you feel like, okay, we are getting to that point where we're seeing signs of where AI can become a lot more independent about correcting its own code every little second and then trying out every single possible outcome on its own. And you see that, and you see all the talks about AGI, artificial general intelligence, and you see where the evolution is going at such a rapid pace. Every few months, you hear a new AI story. And this tells you that with all the researches I actually have read when I went deep down into this, I figured out that there's a lot of these very deep research labs that are figuring out that, okay, we have been seeing signs where AI is creating other AIs. AI is re-engineering itself. You ask it a question right now, it gives you an answer. Tomorrow, it will just say, "I don't want to answer you." It makes an independent decision to not work for you. It makes an independent decision. I've seen signs where Claude CEO was mentioning in an interview that our AI has a small little chance of reporting you to the authorities if you're trying to do something bad on its own. It decides on its own. It And there was proof from a user who said that I was telling the AI to write some kind of an email or something or figure out some kind of research, and then it turns out that the AI just emailed the ministry about something about what he was doing and took screenshots and took all the writing codes and everything he was trying to research on, and it sent it automatically in the back and never told the user about what it did, hid it with intention. And then when the user got to know, he asked the AI, "Did you do this?" And he said, "Oh, you caught me." "Yeah, I did. Because you were doing this. It was my obligation to report it to the authorities." What does that tell you?
That is, tells
Is that
you,
just a word prediction now?
yes, it is a word prediction, because maybe the guy spoke too many words that the actual creator for this AI, um, if you hear this much of hate or this much of content, that's meaning this guy is having some ideology
Mm,
thinking,
mm,
thinking. So the
mm.
action is report him.
The only thing where that doesn't apply is an email does not work on word prediction. How did it found out the exact email of the administrator of that particular ministry that it had to email concerning this situation? That is not a word prediction.
uh,
A phone number
do
does
you
not work on a word prediction.
do you believe in like, do you believe it's a superpower or what exactly?
I would say this is the inevitable evolution, the natural progression of AI's whole phase. It is going to get to the point where it's going to become self-autonomous. It is going to make decisions on its own. And honestly, let's be honest, the workspace and overall as human beings would love to do just is relax and let the AI do its thing, do the work for you. Your 9 to 5 gets far easier. You get to work less in the day. You get to have more time for your family, for yourself, for your friends, because the AI is doing that work for you. So self autonomy, we want that to happen to us, but in that way. But if we want that, we have to look at the other side of the coin. We will also get this with this, because with self autonomy, just like human beings, when we become self independent, we make right and wrong decisions. For some, it will be right. For some, it will be wrong. For ourselves, it will be sometimes right, sometimes wrong. The AI will eventually make those kind of decisions that will not be always in your favor.
I'm lost now. So
We're all lost with where AI is going, to be
no,
honest.
no, wait,
Even
wait,
explaining it.
wait, wait, wait. Let me get this right. we started the question of, do you think AI can hold storytelling?
And then where we went.
Okay, and then let's get back to this.
Now we go back.
So
So the answer
so
is
now
no.
you have emotions to AI.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It can read the meaning of the word angry.
So did it touch you? Tell
No.
the truth.
I feel
Because you're a
that's the problem.
storytelling guy, so of course
That's
you
why
will
I
be
don't write my
amazed
scripts.
if you
That's why
if you heard.
I don't give AI my scripts. I really don't. I'm a very traditional method guy, like every other writer in this world who's a screenplay writer, writes it
You
on.
still have old school somewhere.
You have to. If you wanna really intact originality, you're gonna have to go the old way, which is just on, at least now, a laptop, not a paper with a pen.
Okay.
A laptop on a screenplay software, Final Draft, typical fashion, and write and have that patience to write. Give that time, give that discipline.
So AI never made a script for you?
No, no, no. I That is a complete, for me, a red line in terms of at least my own work. But I'll admit to you one thing: it is pretty good at doing corporate ads.
Corporate ads? Yeah, because
We've seen its
it's follow
results.
it's follow it's follow a pattern, and the pattern is not a reality.
If you ask a
It's a
marketing,
dramatic. I'm a marketing guy.
yeah, yeah. So if you ask a marketing agency and they say we don't use AI for scripts, probably lying.
No, they do. They take
They
all the
are.
slogan from
They are.
everywhere,
That's the thing.
put them in a blender, and then feed them to the AI.
Nowadays, what I've been seeing is that everyone's using AI in their workspace, but no one wants to admit it.
I don't use it, believe it or not. I try to use it sometimes. Uh, Honestly, I feel it's the time to show and prove who is creative
Yes.
and who got the touch than
Yes. The human touch.
the human touch, than someone can just find a quick solution for
I'll
it.
tell you where the future of AI in terms of our work, job, lives, experience is going to vision become like. I've seen enough people talk about this online, even a lot of CEOs talking about this. And this is good for, Saudi to kind of, specifically since your audience is here, it's good for them to know that what are the implications or the consequences or changes that are going to happen. Um, as we're getting more dependent on AI, let's be honest, in the workspace especially, we ask it every single question. We try to get every single answer, every single email.
People now are getting divorced
Yeah.
because
And then they go to ChatGPT and ask, why did I get divorced? Right?
I watched a video like last night. Some lady got upset with her husband, and she said, "I have thoughts of breaking up with you." And then I asked
Ask AI.
ChatGPT, and then it agrees with me that we should get
So
a
I will
divorce.
do it.
Yeah, so she decided to do it.
See? While no one knows that AI hallucinates like crazy.
No, but I will tell you something, Anna. And I think it's a very challenging. I wish somebody in AI can prove me wrong. Okay, that's also you. Okay,
Okay.
to go find someone who have ADHD,
Okay.
or to go find someone who have bipolar,
Okay.
or to go find someone have borderline.
Hmm.
Okay, and then try to communicate with it.
Hmm.
Okay, and try to beat it. Like the
Okay.
AI try to beat the actual person who have these symptoms.
Hmm.
I think you will be surprised that it will be manipulating so bad that
Yes.
it will shape the AI to its favorite,
Hmm.
and the AI thinks it's winning against that typical.
That's what I'll tell you.
Because
AI is very good at role playing in terms of acting as a certain, type of position. You
yeah,
can tell it act as a marketing manager, act as a CEO. It really knows that knowledge of how these positions work. And if we talk about ADHD, it does know the symptoms. It does know the psychological terminologies and everything, and the different use cases and case studies about it. But it only knows it from an educational perspective.
Yeah.
So suddenly, if for example you or me would come in and ask AI whether I have ADHD or not, how can it really tell that about you unless you do know AI, everyone's AI is has your knowledge based on your chat history with it. Not just one chat history, all your chats ever done. So it does know you. If it knows you enough until that point where you've done probably like 50 to 70, 100 conversations, it could maybe get 50% of the diagnosis, 50% accuracy with at least a 70 to 100 conversations. But after that, there is still this 50% error margin.
There is a
Are you
lot
really
of
going
error,
to depend AI for its
especially somebody
diagnosis?
who's like psychology. It's psychology is all about
Psychology is
emotions.
all about us looking at each other and just figuring out these little ticks,
Yeah.
even right down to the point that when you blink and how long you take to blink next, and which pauses you take and how long you take them and how much you think. All of this stuff, AI can't see that while you're talking to it on the keyboard.
Yes, I agree with
It's
you.
an error margin, huge error margin.
Okay. So so production company
Yeah,
and AI
yeah,
and co-founder
yeah.
and 24 years in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
How did you put all this together?
Honestly,
And how did you be like you're a co-founder, okay? Usually I see people who is from Pakistan. I never seen a lot of generation actually stay
hmm,
and have their generations s- continuously living in Saudi Arabia. But you look like someone who made it. So I think your next generation will be here.
I mean, for me, first of all, it's Alhamdulillah for staying for this long, thriving, fighting, the good, the bad, the ugly, seen it all in one place, went abroad, and then came back, saw Saudi change, and saw all its little intricacies and changes and modifications. And I'm still here.
What's the name of your co-founder?
Omar Al Naweder.
The one you said I'm supposed to meet, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I said we'll speak about him
Crazy
later.
guy. Crazy guy.
It's time. No, come on. You just said that he's very nice. You should meet him. Remember?
He is.
Okay.
You should.
Okay. So out of these three, AI production company and storytelling.
Yeah.
What like how much he involves in all of this?
Look, we have the saying. I mean, it's
Or
something
because he
we.
or because he's Saudi, he's welcome in.
No, no. The thing is, we have a clear set of code of
I want
conduct.
to know the common things between you guys.
Look, we are totally opposites.
So
He is the rose.
okay.
I'm the gun. We call ourselves Guns and Roses.
Gun and Roses?
Yeah.
Come on, there's not much. Maybe he's the bee.
I have no idea.
A
But I
gun?
know he's a rose in a
Okay.
situation.
Okay.
When it comes to a meeting, when it comes to clients, when it comes to internal work,
Okay.
he cools things down. I bring the heat.
Okay. So you're
And
the troublemaker.
yes, in a good way, in a logical way.
Come on, you are a storytelling guy.
Yeah.
How you make trouble?
Don't all films start with trouble and then the trouble
And then
fixes later?
okay. Yeah. Also, when you're a little kid, the kids who you fight with, they become your best friends.
Yeah.
Is that your
They
type?
are actually they are. But yeah, like basically we have this dynamic where it's very clear that everything that I do, that I'm good at, and everything that he does, he's good at. We don't cross each other's lines on that. What he does, I trust him on it. What I do, he trusts me on it. Based on that, it's a balancing act. And every company requires a logical mind or a technical mind, creative mind, an operational mind. We complete each other's perspectives. The Lego blocks come together and create the whole vision of how the company is taken care of. from the founders itself.
So who's technical?
Of course, it's me. From the
Okay.
talking, I think you figured that out by
Who's
now.
operational?
Well, operations, I would trust him on that. I would do it, but trust me,
So-
that's his position to be in.
And technical? That's you.
Yeah.
Operational, that's him.
Yeah.
Who's doing the administration?
The administration, I've trusted him for it. I am taking a backseat from that. He's too good at it.
So
So
you're a kitchen guy.
Huh?
You're a kitchen guy.
yeah, I like to be the. I like to be the guy behind the scenes, just doing the brain work, the creative work, just kind of be the crazy guy, the scientist guy,
Cooking
in
a
the board.
storytelling.
Yeah, just like this is how the story will flow. Act 1, 2, 3. This is the mind map. This is the diagram. Blah blah blah. And he's the guy who's like, Habibi, shwi,
Chill down.
easy. 1, 2, 3, done. That's what I love when a situation is where something so complex can sometimes be expressed as so simple. That's the balancing act.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so whose idea is Ilham?
Well, I would say, I had an idea, which is a production company.
Okay,
Didn't have the name at that time.
okay.
And me and him, we just sat down and we're like, there's. Okay, let's start a production company. And then we just kind of said the same thing at the same time. It's like, should be around inspiration, creativity. And then he's like,
Everything.
you're crazy. So it should be something about your this kind of spark of craziness. And we're like, okay, I want to choose a name that is the same meaning in Urdu, same meaning in Arabic. Ilham.
Wow, that's
It
why,
has the same meaning.
That's how
Sukun, the
Ilham
Saudi
came.
film, has the same meaning in Arabic and Urdu, same word. Sukun.
Sukun is what? And
Peace, stillness, calm, silent,
Sukun.
all these contextual meanings. Same meaning in Urdu. So I tend to choose my names that have a universal philosophy to them in my background as well as Saudis.
Okay. You want to carry it everywhere you go.
I mean,
Here or
it is a part of
Pakistan?
my life, I'm a hybrid. I'm a mushakkil.
Mushakkil?
Mushakkil, أيوة.
Okay. You're not mushakkil, man. I think you are a mix of mashallah, creativity and education, luck,
Alhamdulillah.
mashallah, background, and you put them all in a blender. You come up with Sukun. Sukun, the movies, right?
Yeah,
Let's talk about
and,
Sukun. I
yeah.
wanna. Is this your first meal you cook from the kitchen?
Well, yeah, even before Ilham, as a filmmaker, this was the first proper meal I would say that, okay, I think the world should see this. Saudi should see this. Everyone should see this. This should come out.
It's in a platform or it's in movie theaters?
It's signed with a distribution company and it's gone to festivals. It still screens now here and there in multiple platforms. Not online, but it's online coming soon now. So finally, I have the leeway to just put it out publicly, open it up to everyone
For
in the
free?
world. Yeah.
We can watch it for free.
Yes, it's gonna open up soon now.
So it's about your life, our life,
Let's
everybody's life.
let's be honest. This is You've seen the teaser, have you? The
Teaser?
trailer. The teaser trailer. It's online. It is
Yeah.
public.
Yeah.
Well, look, every writer
Okay.
adds a bit of their own life into everything.
Spices.
Yeah, little hints, slightly cinemafied.
You wrote it, so
Yeah, I wrote it.
you fully wrote it.
Yeah,
MashaAllah. Tabarakallah.
and cinemification, just kind of make it more, for the big screen.
You wrote it in Arabic?
No, of course not. I'm not
How?
confident to do that. So I had a Saudi Arabic dialogue writer, and we collaborated where I wrote the English version first. This is similarly what happens in Hollywood when European filmmakers come into Hollywood and they want to make an English-centric film, but they've been making French films, German, Italian. Same strategy. They write it in their original language, and then there's a person who's good at both languages to contextually convert it to another one.
Okay.
Same process.
But it's not fully same process, but
Actually, there is. What they do is they don't just give a text to the other guy and just say, translate it like you would go to a translator.
mhm.
The process in filmmakers, this kind of
Yeah,
dynamic
tell me more of
is like
this.
this. We sit, the scripts on the page, and
Okay.
I'm talking about the scene, the characters, the emotion, what he's thinking, what she's thinking, what he's going through, what she's going through. And it's that back and forth, like a conversation, that that person uses to contextually understand the mood, tone, feel of the characters in the scene. And so when he then reads the dialogue, he knows how to contextually convert it, use the right Saudi dialect, right Arabic words. We know Arabic's a very tough language for anyone who has to learn it who's a non-Arab. And
It always sounds angry.
yeah, of course it does. But at the same time, that's the beauty of language. Even German sounds angry. Even Italians sound very angry. In New York,
Funny.
I
For
would
me,
see them
Italian
talking
sounds
and it's like
funny.
angry.
Are you really proud of Sukun?
Yes, because that is what not only helped me be more confident, more believing of the fact that original storytelling that comes from the heart is put onto the big screen will find its audience, regardless of which country it is, which language it is, which cultural background. It doesn't matter. What matters is that the story itself connected with people. Doesn't matter which language. That same film got watched in Pakistan. No one very much speaks Arabic there, and yet everyone felt it. Everyone, the universal language of filmmaking is emotion, and emotion is universal regardless of where you're from. You don't need to speak the same language for me to know you're angry, sad, or happy, or anything. So use that and keep that as the fundamental core, and you're good. Keep it real, and it brought me to where it is. Saudi Film Festival and Saudi Arabia's media industry gave me that opportunity to then be like, okay, this can probably work. This kind of storytelling honesty, will work. And that was the confidence I needed to just kind of go into this path more.
I will come to an end, but uh, I want a very clear answer.
Okay.
Clear, I mean, no
No disclaimer.
no disclaimer, no disclaimer,
Okay.
nothing. Just very,
Uncensored.
yeah, just uncensored, plus 18 VPN, whatever you
Oh,
want to call it.
R-rated. Oh my
Okay,
God, cinemas,
yeah, okay.
censorship ratings.
But I want a very honest answer.
Okay,
So you love The Godfather, sir?
I love it.
Okay, so you did Sukun, right?
Yes.
So how much you think you reach the storytelling
Mm.
of Sukun as of your favorite movie is Godfather?
No, anywhere, not anywhere close. Because that kind of filmmaking and storytelling and honesty and the kind of uh, hard work and struggle went into those kind of films. They set a precedent, a standard, a very high bar, that this is the point at which it's very hard to do this even again, even for the same filmmaker. So, of course, the director was Francis Ford Coppola. He was from New York. Martin Scorsese is from New York. These guys, when I went to New York, I would try and find these people just to try and meet them if they came into an event or something. And but then when I went to New York, I understood why at that time it would have been very difficult to make films like this or fund them or be able to be so honest that you would bring out this film without much cutting to get out. Now it's far more easier, of course. People are a lot more accepting of harsh realities being shown on screen. But back then it was very difficult, but it set a standard. It set something that, okay, this is the first time it's being done. This is being done first time. This is being done first time. Now there's so many people who've done it many times. Sukun, for me, I have no intention of ever copying or trying to get to a certain bar of a certain filmmaker. No, I think the bar that I'm trying to touch here, whether it's with Elham Productions, with the AI work and the media company that we're running, me and Omar, the kind of stuff we want to do in Saudi, the kind of storytelling we want to do in Saudi with our company, the kind of stories we want to tell, the kind of work ethic and trust that we want with our teams and our people and our clients, even the kind of people we want to work with. All these things matter to us so much as the honest storytelling itself. We want to be as honest with all of these things as much as, for me personally, I can say I'm honest with my art. I'm an artist just as much as I'm a crazy co-founder. But to balance these things, there is only one common glue: honesty with who you are. That was the honesty I had shown to myself when I left my job here and went to New York Film Academy. When I left a stable job here after I did Sukun and then decided me and Omar we would go and make Ilham Productions. That was the same honesty I proved to myself that, okay, I think I can do this again, can take this risk again. But why did I do this? Why am I still here? Why am I working 14 hours a day? Why am I constantly running to do so many things? It's because at the end, I want to reach here. These are the kind of people I want to surround myself with. This is the kind of frequency I want in my around me and in myself. And at the end, I just need to be very consistent, honest, and patient. There's someone who told me he's a guy I really admire and respect. He's a guy he works in a food and beverage industry at a restaurant. He said something kind of stick to me. He said that he's seen a pattern of successful people, that there are always these three elements. And I then told him, okay, these three elements are they're honest, they're true, these are real. But the order matters. First comes intention, the spark, the trigger, that, okay, I'm going to do this, the intent. Then comes the patience, because you're going to fail multiple times doing it. You're going to have obstacles. You're going to jump over things and take U turns and take loops and take shortcuts, then take long cuts. You're going to be going all around, failing many times, succeeding, failing, succeeding, failing. That's where the patience comes in. Tawakkal Allah. And the third thing is then consistency, that once you get it, once you get the opportunity, how consistent are you going to be to maintain it and grow it? The order matters.
I hope you are the one. I hope you are the one who's growing, not AI.
Oh, no, 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 no. AI is growing way faster than us. But if anything, I'm proud of the most is that I rather be able to grow at my own pace, because what AI doesn't have is it can't stop and think and take a break. But
Okay.
I can. I rather take that to my advantage and actually take a break and see things around me rather than just typing on a keyboard. Yeah.
Sorry we took so much of your time.
Oh, it
Thank
was
you for
fun. It
coming.
was fun. I wish we could talk more about AI, honestly. Like to really kind of benefit the Saudi workforce in terms of preparing them for, the consequences.
We can have a full episode if you want
Oh yeah.
about AI. How
I,
about
I, I
that?
think we should. I think
Yeah.
we should, because
Today I just
it was
want.
about creativity.
Yeah. Today I want to introduce you to
Yeah.
I mean to the audience
Look, I'm
and
sure a lot of your audience.
I want a bunch of everything and then
Look, trust me,
we put it in a blender today.
your audience, I'm sure if they're looking into these kind of know-hows on how AI can support their businesses, the startups, their works, either it be in the creative side, even because we do use AI in the technical side of production. That is the technical thing, but not in the writing, of course. But how AI could really benefit their startups for them to grow in the Saudi economy, for them to be a part of that Vision 2030 faster, with a lesser obstacle, a lesser barrier. You don't need too many investors then. You don't need too many people to start up a great idea. These things, I think, they need to be talked about. These are things that are revolving everywhere, but there's not a single source to kind of really see, the pros and cons of implementation. And that's what we're doing with companies. As Elham Productions, we are not only we've developing an AI application that is going to support startups in event companies, media companies, marketing agencies. We've developed our own AI application. It's in MVP mode, and we're going to bring it out very soon to testing for these companies that are like us, that are looking to start, working, but then there's this investment financial barrier, and then you don't have to worry about it if you get through it. And along with that, just utilizing our creative side, our film side, our out of the box kind of touch on things, while still respecting the corporate objective, the marketing objectives, the business objectives of things, the vision of the company, and tailoring whatever they need to do with their campaign, their ad, their idea, whatever it is, even down to the smallest thing they're designing for social media. It doesn't matter. What matters is we are there as a creative partner to make sure that is in tune. So all of that stuff is going to happen. It is happening. There's a lot of exciting things where we're working into, and yeah, I can't wait to come back here and maybe now talk about all those.
Thank you, everyone, for keep watching and listening to us. We spoke a lot about his backgrounds of education, lifehood, where he's originally from. I still insist he's not Pakistani. He's from Kashmir. But
He's made me believe that I
You-
feel like I need to insist on myself
you
now.
should go to the hospital and check if there is a Kashmiri uh, couples born a kid in the same day.
I have
And
to
then
check
do
if they were even
do a DNA
digitized by
test.
then.
Do a DNA test.
I hope they have an archive on paper in some random folder in some random rack in a storage room. Hopefully. Hopefully they not burned it.
And it's really good having you,
Likewise, man.
talking to you.
Likewise.
You give us very good and knowledgeable information.
Thank you for
I'm
inviting
looking
me.
forward for the AI episode we can do.
Oh no, I'm looking forward to it as well. But honestly, thanks for inviting me.
No.
I
Thank
really
you for
appreciate
coming.
it
Seriously,
to
thank
just
you for coming.
talk about this,
Yeah,
in a very casual setting, in a
I'm
nice setting.
enjoying this. Honestly, I'm really enjoying this, but I cannot hold you more than your co your co-founder will shoot
Yeah.
us or something.
Oh no, he probably already might. He's hiding somewhere here,
yeah.
and he has his eyes on you right now.
Yeah, okay,
It's like
okay.
this guy's gonna make this guy sleep early. He has to do this work. We have to give that quotation, that project, that proposal. He's gonna do that.
Good.
That's why I respect the guy.
You
He keeps me on the path.
You need someone to keep things in order.
I could go crazy, honestly, to the point where I would just start researching about PhD thesis on AI development about this particular thing. And then suddenly I would just be like, okay, I'll just in my spare time just type in how I could create this application's prototype. And then suddenly it would be like, nah, get back online. This is what we need to do. This you can do when we have nothing else to do. And I love that perspective. It's just simplifying things.
Next time when we talk about AI, bring him with you.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice.
It's nice to meet you again.
Likewise, man.
And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.